is March 31st. It is currently 7:35. So yes, we are up getting ready. I am about to start my trip planning and all that fun stuff here. So I'm just getting in the truck. I had to take all these bills about my out my binder. I guess I'll throw them in the back. I gotta get up there and get my accordion folder thing so I can put the rest of these in here. I'm not as organized with these as I am the ones that I used to do at the last company, just because they're not, I don't need them really. I really don't. But yeah, so I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Mine was okay. It really was. It was kind of short and sweet. You know, I didn't get in until Friday morning. And so pretty much all of Friday I just kind of laid around. I didn't do too much anything. I was tired. I did do some straightening up, and that was it. I don't even think I went anywhere on Friday. No, I didn't go anywhere on Friday 31. So now I gotta go in here and verify my logs so we won't be getting in any trouble. And then get ready to head out. So today's load is picking up at Austell Rail and it's delivering to, I'll tell you in a second, Orangeburg, South Carolina. So yes, we are spending a lot of darn time in South Carolina these last couple of days. Wednesday, Thursday, come on now, Friday, all right, one more Saturday. This would have had to be in today. So what load do you talking about? I verified Friday. This thing retarded. Okay, there we go. So now we're just getting it planned out. I gotta see pull up the facility where I'm picking up at, or not picking up, but delivering to. Let me see my load details. Y'all know I can't see with them glasses on. I'm trying to read this phone. It says it's 246 miles and the weight is 22,710. I am picking up the name of the place is, I don't know, Allied. Okay, so we're picking up at, or delivering to Allied Consolidation. And we are going to, so what I might start doing is putting my, in Garmin you can do, you know, a few addresses in that one. So what I might do is start doing that, just so I can see my total trip miles. So I might start doing that just to see. I know, let me go on here, reset. We're going to Dr. Luke Garrett, or Dr. Garrett Glenn Jarrett, I don't know, but either way,
please drive to highlighted route.
I wish they would have had me pick up in either Atlanta or Fairburn, because I hate going to the Austell Road. It's so out of your way. It really is. It's like so far out your way. It'd be different if I was, you know, on that side of town already. Then great! But no. And even Atlanta is kind of out the way, but I would prefer to go there than go all the way to Austell. I really hate it. I would more prefer to go to Fairburn. I wish they would just route me out of Fairburn and put all the above. So now I gotta send them. Oh, let me go in here and look it up first so I can see what we dealing with. So, oh my God. So I can see what we are dealing with. This thing said, oh, it's a nice size facility, but what's around it? Somebody Aerospace is off of 26. 26 is near what? So how do I need to get there? 20. So I gotta come back towards this way. And unfortunately, in Georgia, you can't take 20 straight through coming through Atlanta. You gotta use 285 as a trucker, which sucks. And I get why, but I don't get why. Like, if I'm gonna be on 20 anyway, does it really matter that I cut through it for them few little miles that I go through? You want me to circle all the way around, spending up extra fuel to go around this 285 to get back on 20, which is already hard enough to do as it is. Make it make sense. But I get it. Like, these folks already can't drive. You don't need no extra vehicles in the way for these folks who already can't drive. So it is what it is. But yeah, so it looks like Orangeburg is south of Columbia. So we'll be traveling down 20, going 26 south. So that is wonderful, I guess. So we'll be going closer to Charleston. So we'll be sitting in between Columbia and Charleston. And then they'll probably pick up a load and bring one back into the rail yard. So now, after I got that, now I know where I'm going. I done seen the facility. Oh, there's a quick trip over there. Is it a quick trip for trucks though? Actually, yes. They don't have a lot of parking, but there is some parking for trucks at that quick trip. And they have a Love's. So great. So there's a Love's and a quick trip off of that 5 Chop Road. In that area. So I don't know if I got to get off on the 5 Chop Road or not. But the good thing to know is there is a facility there. So once I get done there, if they haven't already, let me see how much more time. If they haven't already dispatched me, I can either go to either the Love's or the Quick Trip and park for a second, just so you know I'm not in their yard. So now it's time for me to go to the rail app, and it looks like this. Oh, it ain't my face. It ain't my face. Okay. So it looks like this. And this is how we go ahead. Let me just see if they've already. They have not. Okay. So I know I got a bobtail in, which is not created out gate. And I gotta tell them what my trailer number is going to be, the trailer that I'm taking out. And basically I'm just coming in bobtailing, so I don't have to put any information in there for that. My load is, and I sure hope these people is open, because it's Easter, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful beginning to the Easter, the new year. Normally they do this for me. I'll say 9 o'clock. Okay. Hey, don't start no troubles now, honey. Don't start no ish. Won't be no ish. chassis. Ooh, I don't know what the chassis is. Pumpkin. Don't tell me chassis inferred from QR located on container. Don't tell me that this load has not been whoo, honey. It didn't even get in until 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm thinking it's still on the train. So I don't even think it got offloaded to a chassis yet. And usually with Austell, you don't pick up at a train. You typically pick up in a slot, or if it is next to the train already on the chassis. So all you got to do is just pick up and go. Okay. This is what we gonna do today. Cool. It's dirty, and y'all, because it fell on the freaking floor. It's only $500 slamming on the damn ground. And I pulled and tugged on this thing just to make sure. Make it make sense. Okay. You know, now I gotta text them and tell them to go ahead and dispatch it. I almost want to tell them, don't give me shit. I'm just over it today. Don't give me nothing. So I'm gonna send them that look. Say hello, good morning. What's my fuel looking like? Okay. I ain't gonna say no happy Easter because we don't know what them folks' religious beliefs are. And I try to be, yeah. So anyway, guys, we're about to get rolling. And we will see you. I don't know where my other necklace is. I need to find my necklace, honey. Because I don't like this one. And I done lost 2 necklaces in this truck. And an earring. I hope it didn't fall in the trash or something. Because, honey. You have to get glossed up. And I will see y'all, like I said, shortly. I'll see y'all shortly.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Alright, you guys, we just got done picking up a load. Or we just got done picking up the load. I'm just now getting all the information. It looks like it's almost 300 miles, which is crazy to me that they wouldn't give this to somebody else. Then they're sending me on another run to pick up another load and come all the way back. It's only 11 hours I can drive. Like, I don't know who in the hell is doing these loads, but it makes no sense to me. And they know today I'm supposed to be here coming back so I can be able to start my vacation on Monday. Like, who in the hell is planning this stuff? And if y'all aren't, you know what? Anywho, I'm kind of irritated just because of the fact that they didn't have the paperwork. So I had to, of course, stop and do that. It looks like there was it was sent by border control or border patrol control, whatever. It's all the same thing to me. And so the seal numbers and the person, whoever brought the load in or whatever, they didn't change it. So, and the stuff is in Spanish, so I have no idea of what the heck it's saying. I'm just kind of irritated right now. Like, yeah, I don't even know. So I'm not gonna go ahead and continue at the moment. I'm gonna go ahead and get up with you all a little later when I'm in a better and clearer headspace, because when I started this, you know, I'm thinking it's gonna be a smooth and easy day, and so far, so you know, it is, but it's just certain things that have really just irritated my soul this morning. So yeah, I am, especially after coming off of the weekend that I had. It was pretty much a great weekend. I got to view some beautiful properties. So I think I might insert one. I seen four, it's either 4 or 5 properties over the weekend. They were all in the same community, of course. So I got some not cheesecake. Oh, that would have been great. I might do that. We might go on a date to Cheesecake Factory. Oh, he gave me 2. So I think it was only 1 slice. He gave me 2. He's so sweet. The little guy at the Juicy Crab yesterday. So I'm about to have me some cheesecake real quick before I pull out. I snuck it in the house because I was not sharing nothing with them folks at the house yesterday, because I had to tell my son 3 times to clean his room. So when I got up about 5, I was like, I want something to eat, and I had bought some food the day before, and I had leftovers, but I just was not feeling it. So I went and got me some juicy crab. But you guys, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm about to get driving because I got 5 hours. To have to drive there, and then 5 hours to have to drive back. So I'm thinking that this load probably won't even get delivered today. I mean, put myself in yard mode. I just wish their system was a little easier. But anyway, I'll look for you in a moment. Hello, you guys. I am back. I had already just delivered the last load. I'm here at the shipper waiting to get loaded. This one here is a live load. So I'm waiting. I am early. The appointment wasn't until like 6 or 6:30 or something like that. And so I got here about 4:30-ish, close to 4:30. And I'm just waiting for them to call me to let me know that it'll be time for me to get loaded. So yeah, I'm going to probably have to what do you call it? Wait for them to load me, and then I'm gonna have to find me somewhere to sleep, because I'm pretty sure unless I'm here for at least 2 hours, I'm not going to be able to make it to the house. That's crazy, because I'm supposed to be getting off today, not doing a load for tomorrow. So we're gonna have to call them and see if they can go ahead and compensate me for that, or change my Monday to Sunday, because this is, we'll see. So but anywho, y'all, I just want to tap in real quick, let you know what's going on. I'm not gonna sit here and chit chat while I wait, because like I said, I only have 2 doors open, and 2 people just docked. So I'm assuming after one of these people leave, I'll be the next person in. And I don't know, because I wasn't here when the first person pulled in or another person pulled in. I have no idea if they're slow, fast, or anything. And I didn't read any reviews on this company at all. But yeah, so I'll tap back in with y'all. It'll probably be tomorrow after I deliver the load, and then we'll go from there. You made a puddle. Chaz.
Did I take a picture now?
Chaz, go back. Come back, Chaz.
What happened?
Nothing. Stop screaming.
Can I try now?
Yep, go ahead. Go.
Go!
Woo! Your turn, yes, it's your turn. Go. Climb it. Let me see you. Let me see you climb it. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, be careful.
Okay. Stop me.
You ready?
Yes.
Go. Whee! All right.
Go up there, okay, Mimi?
Okay, go up there. You got it? You got it?
Yes.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, that Mimi.
You okay? You hurt yourself, not me. I'm gonna go swing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go swing. Uh-oh. I swinging. Say I swinging.
Happy Mimi.
I can't if I'm swinging. You gonna push me?
Yes.
Okay, push me. Oh, Phil, here, get up here. You gotta hold on, baby. Don't leave them sitting there.
I put him right there for a reason.
You good?
Yes.
You ready? You about to fall?
No.
Here, you put your feet right here.
Hey, me, I want to get down.
Get down. Let go. Let go. All right. We about to go bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're not gonna tell me that I can't paint.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna tell me that. So yeah, it's gonna be some shit. I got a meeting tomorrow with him and with his wife and my daughter tomorrow. So I'll let you know how it go. My daughter already, she said that I already got the question when I'm gonna tell her that got to be done, because I'm gonna be there. She gonna feel some kind of way because I'm a female, talking to her.
Right.
Like Yeah, so he said she was like, let me deal with her and I'll handle that part. Because I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to be down here, but I can't, customers, females, and we trying to, I'm going to be running this outfit for my dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
going to be
get it.
like, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, somebody left the fireplace on. But look at it. This feels like home.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy, now see, this is why I tell Sly, I don't think this shit's serious, okay? If the guy trying to fix that roof, he would have been over there yesterday.
Right.
The guy talking about, it was Easter weekend and blah, blah. I said, y'all want to make an arrangement to come over there on Monday, not me.
No, I
So
get
now
it.
he talking about he gonna come Thursday. Man, I told Sly, I'm gonna let you handle that part, but don't ask me about nothing until this get done. This is most important right now, man.
Right, I
I
get
ain't
it.
done that other shit you talking about, and that water bill, and I need to see where you at on the lease.
Right, not the lease, the rent.
You don't have to ask me about no damn money, because he said something about the rent this morning. I act like I ain't hearing shit. He didn't say it.
Right, it's not the lease, it's the rent.
You gonna pay that regardless if I wasn't here.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so I'm back. It seemed like I get so much, I don't get nothing back. I really thought it was love, but you're so fucking whack. Always get caught up in love, but I am done with that. I can't get caught up in love, so now I'm, flexing on my exes and my Model X. Pretty little, skinny, little bitty body Model X. Some of y'all ain't never had no real bitch and it shows. I keep it 100 from my head down to my toes. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the move. Touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. I need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Don't dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. I'm fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so I'm back, bitch. Back on my bully, back on my dish, you in the studio. Back on tequila, back on the strippers, all the groupie hoes. This could get ugly, I'm petty, I want you bad out of smoke. I'm coming crazy, baby, one thing that you should know. Little baby, bounce back, act like you a stranger, Memory loss, I play it like that. Call your boys, I'm getting about that. Faded off the 42, quarters too important. Blue dream inside the roll up, hold up. Watch me go up, leave you so stuck. I'm back and I'm better, think they one bitch on my level. Ain't no question, I'm a legend, baby. Don't ever forget it. No, you see me rolling in this rose gold, so cold. Oh no, I can't fuck with lames like you no more. Back up on the scene, out here acting foolish, like I'm 17. Ain't just falling new whip, blow me gasoline.
Hey, good afternoon, you guys. I am back. I just got done viewing a property that I am totally in love with. Like, I do think, like, this is my home. I do. Like, I love the fact that it's quiet. It sits on a lake. It's beautiful. I really do love this house. Even if I don't get this one, when I walked in the door, it felt like my home. Like, this is it. This is it. But yeah, we're just getting our day started. I'm probably about to go head over to, I don't know, I haven't had lunch or breakfast yet, so I'm thinking about going and getting some Starbucks or something like that and then heading to Hobby Lobby because I wanted to get some vinyl for the notebooks that I have. But yeah, we're about to head on out. Like I said, you will see photos and the tour of this property here. But like I said, I do believe that this is my home. Like it feels like home to me. I've been, you know, manifesting and meditating, and it brought me to this property here, and I didn't even know anything about it. It was the agent who was selling his home across the street who told me about this home. And when he said it sits on a lake, I was like, lake or pond, or I would consider it a pond. I don't consider this a lake, but either way, it's, you know, waterfront, and it's just simply gorgeous. It is. So yeah, just, I don't even know what else to say, but it is simply gorgeous. I love it. And I think this is my home. Now, I know when initially we had the conversation, we conversed, I said I was potentially looking at townhouses. But when I seen this house, I actually had to double back and come and reschedule another tour for today. And I just needed to walk in the door and just make sure, like, it felt like my home. Like this is it. Like, you know, there's some houses that they're nice, okay, whatever, but I feel like this one is my home. All right, you guys, we're about to get on the road, and I will see you shortly.
I just think you're no bitch, boosted my self-esteem. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so I'm back. Yeah, bitch, back on my legs. And my legs, legs on my legs. And my
See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm near you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm near you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. Baby, I don't know why you're treating me so bad. You said you love me, don't wanna find me, and I was all you had. And all my heart is beating for you, I can't stop crying. I don't know how I allow you to treat me this way, and still I stay. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm here. And my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm here. And my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. Baby, I don't know why you wanna do me wrong. See, when I'm home, I'm all alone, and you are always gone. Boy, you know I really love you, I can't deny. I can't
Welcome
see
back to
how you
another
bring me to so many tears after all these years.
Good morning, people. Welcome back to another fabulous day. We are just getting our day started. It is Sunday, April 7th, and we are just coming back off of holiday, and I am getting prepared. As you know, look at my rack. It's looking crazy, but I had on my shower cap. So now we're just getting prepared. I could have swore I cut on some heat because it's a little cold. It's a little chilly out here in Georgia. What is the temperature showing? 43 degrees. Okay, so yeah, it's a little nip. So I have not been in a truck since the 31st. And we are 04, 07. That's going to be hard for me to try to remember for the first couple of days, because I haven't had to write the date in I don't know how long. Since the 31st. So we are just getting prepared to do our load. We are picking up today at Atlanta Rail. There you go, up in there. I'll put that up there. I'm a little behind schedule. Really, not really, but kinda. Just because normally I would be already ready to pull out. But I didn't get up until after 6 o'clock, like almost 6:30, and I really didn't even feel like getting up then. But you know how that goes. Today we are traveling to Valdosta, which is 228 miles. The address. So I did not give you a recap of my week before, where I went to South Carolina, which was like a Orangeburg or something like that, and on a Sunday, which is normally the day I start my week, but because I was going on vacation on Monday, I was supposed to return back. However, they dispatched me a load going to Orangeburg, and I'm not familiar with Orangeburg. I thought it was closer to Augusta than what it was. I figured it would be on like the tip of Augusta or near Augusta. But it wasn't. It was near Charleston. So it was like 80 miles from Charleston or something of that nature. So like an hour and a half away from Charleston. Which is about 6 hours. 6.5 hours. 6.5, 7, I guess, depending on how you drive. In a truck, it will be about 6 hours, especially if you're governed at 65. But, did they give me a shipping code? Or not a shipping code, a gate code? Yeah, 1870. So, you know, that typically is not a good look when you are supposed to return, because you only get 11 hours in a day to drive. Of course, it takes me 45 minutes to get to the rail yard, or at least that in particular. Well, shit, all the rail yards really, from my home. So that's already 1 hour. Then it took me 5.5 hours to get there. So where would there have been time for me to drop that load off at any of the rail yards and then come back home? So, needless to say, that wasn't even an issue. I got there at about 4:30 to drop off, or to pick up the load, because it actually ended up being a live load. It wouldn't have been that bad had it been just a dropping hook, because at 4:30, you know, I'd have picked it up, drove as far as I could, parked. I might have even, you know, parked, and then woke up the next morning, dropped it off, and then came on in. I'd have been done, you know, by 8 o'clock in the morning. Cool, whatever, you know, no big deal. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. They called me in. I got there at 4:30. My appointment, mind you, wasn't until 6. They called me in at 5:33 and told me to back into door 6. So, of course, that's what I did. 6 o'clock run around, they're still not loading me. 7 o'clock run around, they still not loading it, and they haven't called me. Of course, at this company, they make you drop the trailer for the most part, detach, and just pull up in front of it, so you don't necessarily feel it, but I can hear them loading the trailer. So let me turn this off. 8:30 rolls around, and I go in there and ask them, like, yo, what's the deal? You know, I've been here for a minute now, like, you know. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, there's something that spilled in front of your gate, we're just trying to clean it up. Or should I say your door, we're just trying to clean it up. Okay, so then there was a guy from like Walmart or something like that, one of them, you know, major stores. So I believe it was Walmart. He pulled in way after I did. When I look up just to, you know, check and see if my light was even on, I seen he was gone. And I was like, so I don't know how, you know, what the product or whatever it is, but why didn't you just move me to that door? He could have waited. He just pulled up and went ahead and loaded me and got me out of there. It would have made more sense for him to, you know, wait another 20-30 minutes, because he didn't come until well after I did. I was already in the door and had waited before he even got there, and then just loaded me and then cleaned up and had him back in the door at 6. But of course, I don't know what side is what and what product is what, but I seen that they were handling, you know, the doors from that one office. But I was just like, whatever. I didn't get out of there until after 10 o'clock. Mind you, I had been there since 4:30. The appointment was at 6 o'clock. So, you know, my day, I didn't have any more hours. Although I did do my split break, I didn't have any more hours. This thing is taking entirely too long. I didn't have any more hours to wait. So, you know, I could have did the split break and went ahead and drove. But I knew I wasn't going to have time to make it to anywhere. And at 10 o'clock at night, even if I did drive 4 hours, chances of me finding parking, and then I'd have had to wait until, you know what I'm saying? I'd have had to wait till like 1, 2 o'clock to even get started the next day. Like, no, I'm not doing that. So I just stayed there until like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. It still wasn't my full 10, because I wasn't giving them no breaks on nothing. Like, no, like I'm not doing a split break, goddammit. You know, I'm gonna do my full 10 hours. But when I woke up and I seen it was like 6 o'clock, because even getting up at 10, I wouldn't have been able to get started until 8 o'clock. And this is on Monday. Like, I don't know if South Carolina was on spring break. I knew Georgia was on spring break, so it could have been either no traffic or a whole lot of traffic. You know, either way, it could have went either way. So I went ahead and got up. I didn't get started until about 7 after I did my pre-trip and everything, and then made it here to drop it off at like 2:30. Got home by 4. I don't know what in the heck is wrong with these people's stuff. This stuff is getting annoying as I don't know what. Because I've been having problems with this thing for days. I ain't never seen a company have so many issues with their system. But anywho, so yeah, so I missed my whole Monday, which was the day technically I was supposed to be off. And he was like, "Oh, you shouldn't have had to deal with that." Well, you're right, I shouldn't have had to deal with that. So then they called me, they sent me on a load, or not even sent me on a load, they sent me a task that was like, "Hey, pick up an empty and come see the fleet manager." And I'm like, for what? Like, so at first I was just gonna ignore it. I was like, well, nah, go ahead and let them know, like, you asked me to do this, I'm on vacation. So I send them a message like, hey, I got a message that says, you know, XYZ, but I'm on vacation, so that ain't gonna happen until I return on Monday, or not on Monday, on Sunday. And I should have made them switch out this day for another day. My hair gonna be fuzzy. I should have made them switch out this day for another day, but I didn't. I went ahead and just left it alone. Like, you know what, whatever. because I don't want to necessarily start my week off on a Monday, especially a Monday with folks going back to school. That's a no for me. So anywho, I went ahead and just left it alone, like whatever. But anyway, they called me in, you know. He was like, so he sent me the message and was like, oh, well, when you come back, just come see me. Sir, how am I gonna come see you and you don't even work on Sunday or Monday? So I just was like, you know what, and they didn't say what it was, so I was just like, okay, what is this bullshit? Because you know, you never, it don't sound like nothing good, and they ain't even telling you, you know, what it is. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So I had already made up my mind, child, honey, let me go ahead and clean out this truck and go on about my business, because but so I waited until Friday, because I knew he was off on Sunday and Monday. So and I didn't, you know, I don't like talking to other fleet managers, because they don't be really handling, you know, the business, and they're not supposed to, because I don't, you know, I don't work under them necessarily. But still, I need to put some oil in my hair. So I went and popped up on this, but he was like, oh, hey, how was your vacation? And then I told him what had happened, and he was like, well, did you call? And I was like, no, I didn't call, because the last time they didn't handle business, and then I got a call or a text message, email, or whatever, talking about you didn't show up. Like, so I had to let them know, like, because y'all messed up. My day was switched from this day to that day, and I shouldn't even have to do that. Like, y'all need to learn how to actively communicate. That's not, you know, my job to make sure y'all do y'all job. Like, I shouldn't have to do that, especially when y'all the one that messed up. So anyway, they called me in to do a random drug test, which is cool. I don't have no problems with it. My only issue is they want to do a hair follicle test, and I'm like, I just did this 6 months ago. I don't want y'all keep cutting in my head, like. And it wasn't like, oh, girl did a little bitty patch or whatever it is. She did a substantial patch. So I was like, hell no. So I went in. He was like, first he was like, oh no, you don't have to do the hair follicle. You should just have to do the urine test or whatever it is. And I was like, I was already not feeling it. So then when he couldn't get in the system, so he had to go get his manager to put it up and pull it up. And so when he got done sending the paperwork, I look at it and it say a freaking hair follicle test, and I'm looking like, that ain't even a DOT requirement. That's a y'all's fucking company requirement. And if it's good enough for DOT for me to go in there and pee in a cup, then that should be good enough for you too. Especially if I've already done one 6 months ago for a pre-employment. Like, make that make sense. And it takes longer for it to come out of your system in your hair than it does in your urine. So if I passed it there and you didn't find no evidence of nothing, quite naturally you weren't gonna find no evidence of nothing on this go around. Like, it makes no sense to me. Anywho, that kind of irritated me. And then so when we went in there, the girl was real understanding. She was cool. She was, because I was telling her, like, I just did this 6 months ago. So she was like, well, and I was like, I don't want to do this. She was like, you don't want to do it? I was like, no. She was like, well, let me just call and just verify and make sure, because, you know, whatever. I had to do a breathalyzer. Mind you, I'm on my day off. Regardless if I got shit face wasted in this motherfucker. It's my day off, so it doesn't matter to me. But I had to do a breathalyzer, the urine test, and a hair follicle. That's overkill to me. Like, it kind of made me reconsider even continuing to work here. Like, so we did that, got that done, and I came on in, went in to have me some ramen, and then now we pulling on out. So it's 8:05 now. I've been on duty for about 30 minutes. So now we about to head out. I almost don't even want to go. But it's cool. I need to get some oil for my truck. Because normally by this time I would have already been and pulled out. I almost forget about this thing. fell across the street. And I was thinking about those trees, and I was like, they need to do something about these trees. Because there's one that I parked my truck kind of underneath or whatever that sits right on the edge. And that one's a big ass tree. And I'm like, y'all need to do something about that one, honey, because it can fall either direction. And it's on y'all property technically, and we have been taking care of, you know, the brush or whatever that falls, all the little acorns and all that for years. And now granted, they're renters, but I still feel if you rent a property, you need to be responsible for, you know, the ground keep of it. So all that stuff, I stopped doing it when somebody moved in there, because for the last almost 10 years, the house sat vacant because I guess they had a fire prior to us moving in there, and they didn't have the insurance or whatever to cover it. So I have been, you know, keeping all the pine cone needles up out the street. I would go in seasonally and pick them up, you know, let them collect up and pick them up. So when they moved in about a year ago, I stopped. Like, I'm not doing that. It's y'all's tree. So I was just hoping when I seen it, I was like, when they said the tree fell, I was hoping it wasn't that tree, because, you know, I woke up my normal time, but I had fell back to sleep. So when I looked outside and I seen it, because the power was out, I was like, oh shucks. The power went out. I went and looked across, and I seen it was a tree that was closer to their house had fell in the yard. And I'm glad, because the house next door, it was a pretty substantial tree. So the house that was across the street from them could have got, you know, really damaged, but it didn't. And then there's another person who parks their car in that house that lives across the street. They normally park in front, and so I was glad to see that their car wasn't out there as well. So it was definitely divine intervention on that matter. Oh shucks, I was trying to get this thing to work and it wasn't working. So what I'm gonna do is, because I need to know where I gotta go to pick up this. I know I'm going to Atlanta Rail, but I don't know which one I'm going to, and it was not working for me, their little app or whatever. So I hope I don't have to deal with nobody today. Like, I really don't want to deal with nobody today. I really don't. But so yeah, that happened, which was crazy. So they had the street blocked off pretty much half of the day. Well, I'm gonna say half of the day. It happened early morning. My son and my daughter well, not early morning, like, I don't know, it happened early, so I think it happened before 10 o'clock. But my son and my daughter had to go get her car or whatever, so they had left at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. So they were gone, which was good, because our cars were, you know, they couldn't get into the cul-de-sac to where we live in order to park the car. So it was good. So all I had to do was just walk to, you know, the other side over the tree. Somebody had cut like a little patch or whatever, and I was able to walk through there to get the car, well, at least my mom's car, because I couldn't get my car out, so I was able to use my mom's car to do whatever I had to do for the day. But it was just crazy, because that night it just was raining hard. But I mean, they have a lot of trees out here, especially in neighborhoods, so that's one thing that's bound to happen. And in Georgia, you would think that they would push them trees back off of people's houses like that, because they know these trees uproot. But I guess it's more important to protect the tree than to protect somebody's property. You know, I ain't saying go in here and just take and chop down all trees, but at least the ones that are up against people's houses, especially these 100+ foot trees, it makes no sense to me. And I live in a 2-story house, and if your tree taller than my house, that's a problem. Where you can put 2 of my houses to this tree, yeah, that's an issue. This idiot. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get back up with you. I will see y'all in a minute.